So I went on Amazon to buy a $40 case for my iPhone XR. Also, I went to the Apple store and bought their clear case for $40. And I want to say right now, $40 is really expensive for a clear case, and it's not worth it. Now, I've used these cases for a couple days each, and I just want to give you my first impressions and I guess the daily use of the time I had with these, just to let you guys know if it's really worth $40. Again, we all know it's not. So I'm going to start off with the $4 case. I've noticed that it's more flexible and it has more of that rubber feel to it. So if I drop this, I just feel like this is just more shock absorbent, and I feel like it's safer and it would actually survive a drop versus the $40 case from Apple. So even though this is a clear case, if you look closely, there are dotted textures on the back. So if you look at it from arm's length, I guess, you can't tell that the color is a shade off, but from afar, it looks just fine. The other biggest difference is on the bottom. The bottom is fully protected all around, and it does have cutouts for your speakers and charger. Now, it isn't 100% accurate, but it is still close enough that no one will really tell. So I've heard that having that bottom lip will affect some sort of performance while using the gestures. To be honest, it does not. Now, if you haven't used a case like this before, you just need to get used to having it always touch that bottom lip all the time with your thumb. Now, it does get annoying at first. For me, I don't like it because I just like to feel the full curvature while using the gestures, but everyone is different. Now onto the buttons. I do feel like this case is much more easier to press, and it does have a frosted texture to it, so you can tell that you are touching a button. The cutout for the side switch is also bigger, so it's a plus as well. After using it for a couple of days, the fingerprints do build up, and wiping it down isn't as easy as the iPhone case because it has that rubbery finish. Even though it is still smooth, it's just a bit more effort to take it off and clean it. Now moving on to the clear case from Apple, it is much harder and less flexible. To me, it comes off as a hard plastic case than a rubber TPU case. So if I ever drop this, I feel like it's not much shock absorption going on because it's a bit harder than the $4 case. The volume buttons are really hard to push, and for me, I don't really get a good feedback towards them. Maybe because it's a new case and I need to break it in, but as of right now, if I'm not looking at the screen and I'm trying to push a button, the volume button, I just don't know if I'm really pushing it. I'm just not that confident right now unless I'm looking at the screen to see the volume pop up. Now this is a good and bad thing. The case is really clear, so once whatever color you have, well, it will show that color really well. But the only thing is, it's like applying a screen protector. If you got any dust under it, you will see it. I did have to take the case off a couple times, and that's when I realized how hard this case is to take off. So if you do like to switch cases from time to time, I would not recommend this case because it's really hard and it takes some sort of effort. Not like the $4 one where you can just easily slide it off. So after using this case for a couple days, you do get a lot of fingerprints on this case, and you can wipe it down, but it's like having a glass back again. This thing is like a fingerprint magnet. The next thing is the dirt and lint buildup, especially where the camera cutout is. You will clean out a lot and a lot will build up in there. And the other thing is the under the lip for the front side. Since it's a hard plastic feel and it's really hard to take off, you can't really dig your finger under there or like move your case to the side to actually pick under the lip to get the dirt off. Now, it sucks because you have to take off this case to clean the whole thing. And like I said before, it's a hard case. You can't really take it off, and it takes a lot of effort taking it off. So that's really frustrating. And I've already gotten some sort of puncture on the back. I feel like some sharp object or something sharp just like poked it, and now it's there forever. For me, it's not worth $40. The best thing that I think about this case has to offer is the compactness of the clear case and the open exposed bottom lip. Other than that, the buttons are really hard to press, the lint buildup, the effort to take off the case and clean it all the time is just not worth the $40, especially seeing a little dotted scratch after 1 or 2 days. I don't think it's worth $40 at all. Now in the next couple of months, I will be making another video just to get an update to see if it turns yellow and to see if the $40 is worth it in the long run versus buying like 10 of these Amazon cases. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys liked this little comparison, and I'll see you guys next time.